Tell us a little bit about you, Mr. Jonathan Allen Newby.
Okay, I guess this is my 10th year selling real estate. I'm married to an amazing woman who's more impressive than anything I could ever be in my business. And I have two beautiful children. I have a daughter who will be 3 in July named Ella, and a son named George. We call him Georgie or Trip, depending on me. I call him Trip sometimes. I have a dog, Bruno, who I love. He's the best little companion, our first child. And originally from Georgia, moved here at the end of high school, and I'm a lifer. We live in Whitefish Bay, and I love it here. We have legitimate roots here now with the family and the house, and just excited to be a part of KW as it continues to grow. I guess I consider myself a phase 2 KW person. So I joined KW soon after they took over the office space that we have now. But I wasn't one of those people at Maureen's dining room table that started it off. But I'm very happy and proud to be there. I think this is my 9th year at KW, and it's been really great,
Yeah, I remember when I first met you, it was at social media panel, and we were talking about Facebook ads, and even then you were so impressive. And then from that point, I think that was 2017 or 2018, and then fast forwarding to when I started here in 2022, I remember you were in Fernwood, and now with FRG, so you've been through quite a journey. But also still very impressive.
It's been wild, definitely. I tried to do my own thing, and then I had another partnership with an agent who left to go to Compass, and then Fernwood was great while I was there, and it was just time for a different change. And I've learned so much from Rick and Molly and Katie, and just having the resources of that team have been incredible. I mean, every team doesn't have a Sarah Vogelsang, and every team doesn't have a Macy Watch Fruit. And I think that it's just from Peggy to Mary Beth to Tanya to Lexi. And you just look at the infrastructure that's been kind of created by, Rick, Molly, and Katie. And it's just ideal for anyone that's trying to scale their business. And, I just, the support's been incredible. And Rick has been a mentor of mine since I first got into this business. I was very fortunate to have 3 really big deals early on in my 2nd year in the business, and Rick was a part of all 3 of them. And so we had a lot of one-on-one time, and this is when he was at Coldwell Banker, and it was just a very teachable moment for me. And he's always been there as a resource for me, through the years, even before he came to KW, even more so once he came to KW, and he was right down the hall. And he wanted me to join his team back right before Fernwood, and the timing was just not there, and then the timing made more sense now, and I'll be a year this summer, I guess, which is kind of crazy to think about.
So yeah, you're obviously familiar with 5 and 5 since you think we're on season 47. I wish, but
the party that I've been waiting to get invited to, just hoping that
Well, you are the party though. I'm can I get invited to something?
Always. Mm-hmm. That's how it happens. That's how it goes.
All right. Well, let's jump into this.
All right.
I'm going to put 5 whole minutes on the clock for you. And I just need to know, are you ready to shine? Are you ready to do this?
Let's go. I'm ready for it.
All right. So recently you launched a Newby's List for Newbies. What has the inspiration been behind that? And how has the feedback and community engagement been?
I guess the reason why I did it was because I wanted to find a way to educate and to provide value to my sphere and the expansion of my sphere. I think that, I'm thankful to have a lot of relationships, and I've been sort of asked for recommendations for things. And so I decided to put it together with the list, and then I decided to put that list together with, digital content. And it's been really well received. I'm really thankful for how well it's been received. I'm just trying to keep growing and building and staying consistent with it. but it's been really great so far.
Good. The last 365 days, though, I've seen you become a father of 2 now, and
Yes.
you've joined the Folk Roof and Gallagher team.
Yes.
What has that journey been like for you?
It's been very exciting. I think it's also very motivating. The team is always pushing, but it pushes you at the speed that you want to go, as opposed to trying to push you at a speed that they want you to be running at. I think that it's been really great to consistently be in a room where like ideas are going back and forth, where like people are trying to motivate you to do more. It's very collaborative, which has been really, really lovely. And it's been a very weird year. The last year, my mother was going through cancer. My wife got pregnant. Well, I guess we got pregnant, but my wife was pregnant. So we have another child, and you're trying to navigate a changing market with a change from one team to another team, and then also taking on life that happens in the interim, and very consistently throughout, I guess. But it's been a very strong year that is motivating me and making me optimistic about what's coming next, for sure.
Excellent. So, now that it's a new year and you're doing huge things, what are one of your 2024 professional goals that you have, and how are you going to achieve it?
My 2024 professional goals are really just to gain more trust. I think that, if I can authentically and organically build trust within my sphere and be this resource to them that like is knowledgeable about the market, that's knowledgeable about livability, the concierge almost for the city. Like if you need anything from like a reservation somewhere or a recommendation to something else, and then also want to know how that ties into the market. Like I want to be that person. And so just making sure that I don't let things fall through by the wayside or fall through the cracks, and like really shoring up the infrastructure surrounding this whole thing, and all the back end stuff, so I could like generate more leads through this content that's being put out there. That's really my goal.
Awesome. So I hear you're a huge fan of Top Chef.
I am a big fan of Top Chef. Yeah.
So which chef contestant are you rooting for?
Dan Jacobs, for sure. Dan's a local chef. He's been a friend of mine since he moved here. We both started working together on Milwaukee Street in like 2010. He moved here from Chicago to be the chef at this club called Dick's, which was going to be doing pizza, which was going to be super artisan style coal fire pizza. And he traveled all over the country with the ownership group, like trying different pizzas, and would make crusts in different, doughs and whatever, and have us tasting it for like months till he like nailed the recipe. And we became really close through that process. And just to see him grow and become this great, amazing James Beard nominated chef is just incredible. And I'm rooting very loudly for him every time we watch the show, including tonight.
Yeah. See, I know nothing about Top Chef, so I'm like,
So Top Chef is like, well, it's because of like, with my wife, like we started dating, we've been together since 2011, and we had a small apartment when we moved in together pretty early in our relationship. And there was a TV, and there was one TV, and the TV, I wanted her to watch what she wanted to watch, and if I wanted to be next to her, I would sit next to her on the couch and watch what she wanted to watch. And it was either that or be in the bedroom on my phone by myself. And I was like, no, I'll just be next to her on the couch. And so we watched a lot of Bravo, and I've become a Bravo husband, as they say, because of that. But also, like, Top Chef was like just the show that we would look forward to for sure every single season. And so for it now to be in Milwaukee where we live, and for them to be going to restaurants that we know and having participants that we know and judges that we know, it's been really, really crazy.
Nice. I love that you're a Bravo husband. Total shout out to all the Bravo husbands, because I really think that any guy who says like, I'm, into Bravo, blah, 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 because of my wife or, relationship, I feel like they're super like pop culture savvy and smart. Like they know everything about everything going on. And
there's nothing wrong with Bravo.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with Bravo.
It is.
Me and Willie Salt Lake can talk Bravo with the best of them.
Good. All right, so we are on the final question, and it's still related to food. Since you are a Milwaukee foodie, what is your favorite go-to restaurant that hits all the marks?
Okay, I don't think there's a better restaurant in the state of Wisconsin than Ka Lukenzo in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. I don't think that the best thing about Ka Lukenzo is that it's somehow still like a hidden gem, even though it's always busy. But it's like it's busy because if you know, and you go there and you support just the most incredible staff and the most incredible ownership. And the chef, Zach, who owns it, and his wife, Sarah, who runs the front of the house. Like, they own this restaurant and they just take care of their people, and the food is incredible. And I don't think there's a better chef in the state than Zach Baker. And it's just unbelievable. Highly recommend. It's not the Italian restaurant that you go to if you want like lasagna. Yeah, but it's all like handmade, hand-rolled pasta and just really great flavors, and it's delicious.
Okay, that sounds excellent because I absolutely love me some Italian food. I don't care where it's from. Italian is my middle name.
You've got to go to Ka Lukenzo. Got to go.
Right, I'm going to try it. All right, you have successfully made it through 5 and 5. How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel great.
And what are you going to do next?
Go pick up my son and relieve my wife for a second. Before I walk out the door again.
Well, I just want to thank you for your time today and giving us a glimpse into the life of Newby. You are truly a star.
I appreciate that, Willis. Thank you very much. And we're very fortunate to have you at KW. I think that, it's a neck and neck race of what's been the better thing to happen to The Office, you or Charlie Stallet. But it's been great to have you for sure. It's been great. So I think that you should be going. I think you should be going to like Family Reunion and Mega Camp and being on panels about why the director of First Impressions is so important and what it should be like, because between you should be traveling the circuit talking about that the same way that Charlie should be talking about team leadership roles. And I think we're very fortunate to have you in the North Shore for sure.
That is so nice of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
For sure.
And I'm going to have to let Charlie know that I am the main character. I remind him quite often.
Respect.
We are neck to neck.
You keep motivating each other. Speed of the leader, speed of the pack, right?
Yes, exactly.
Just like he says. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much again. And I'll give you your time back so you can help wifey poo so she can take care of that baby.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Lois. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.